Okay, so today we will be presenting on the Bcf Nttm Stairs, and my group member is Zoven, myself, Ryan, Leesa, Joel, Lynn, and from O2 is Xanne, Ashley, Athena, Marianne, and Rachel. So I'll be doing an introduction. So stairs is a series of steps between two levels, and it provides access between two different floor levels within a building. Traditionally, it's accompanied by walls, but contemporary usage includes stairs alone, so without a wall, so something like that. So stairs are needed for convenient and safe going from one level to another. They are also used for to evacuate people during emergency, and they are also designed to be a central focal point of graceful, proportional. That means just for some stairs, right, they don't use one, so they just put there by sui only, and for elegant in some cases. So examples of stairs are escalators and ladders. So there are 5 different kind of classification: the straight flight, the quarter turn, dog leg, open well, spiral. So this is the spiral, this is the open well, the quarter turn, and the dog leg. So the materials used are normally timber, concrete, steel, brick, and sometimes all of the above are used.
So now we're talking about the functions of the staircase. Staircase is used to provide vertical circulation to allow normal access from floor to floor, which is composed of a set of equally spaced jumps of equal length. It provides a safe means of travel between floors where safe movement for a large number of people is ensured. It also provides a degree of insulation where it is fire resistance, so that in case of fire, it provides a suitable means for escape. Lastly, it provides a means of conveying fittings and furniture between floors level, where in a house, the owner or users can move their furniture and fittings such as bookcases, chairs, desk, table from ground floor to upper floor. The staircase must be able to withstand heavy load, and it does not break or crack easily.
Okay, so now we're talking about the functional requirements. So basically, a stairs must have strength and stability, and it must carry not only the weight of people using them, but also the weight of any furniture or equipment being carried up or down through them. As with floors, the loads on stairways should be related depending on use and classification of the building. Staircase should be able to support for movement between floors, including dead and imposed loads. So they also must be fire resistant. The stairs acts as means of escape, and thus its structural integrity must be maintained. Special precautions have to be taken during its design, as the staircase can also act as a path by which fire can spread from floor to floor. So the size of steps, example riser and track, and width of the sufficient stairway should be adequate for the safe escape of those in the building. A stairs must also have sound insulation, as any stairs, like whenever you step up the stairs, right, there's noise. So in order to reduce the sound transmission from one story to other, you must have the effective insulation against this to provide sound absorbing finishes to the tread of stairs. So the stairs must also look aesthetic, as the arrangement, choice of materials, and the location of staircase would help with the overall appearance of the building. Okay.
So I'll be explaining to you the definition of the terms. Okay, so what is a total rise? Total rise is the total vertical distance of the stair rises, which can be seen here. This is the rise. And then the unit rise is the height of one step or riser. Total going is the total horizontal distance covered by the stairway, which is this thing. Yeah. And also unit going, or what is traditionally called a tread run, is the width of one step measured from riser face to the next riser. And what is a nosing? A nosing is the portion of the tread which projects beyond the riser surface, which is this small little thing that protrudes out. So, and the last one is headroom, which is the vertical distance from the stairway to the end of the stairwell.
So as for the basic design considerations, firstly, it should be comfortable and safe in use. Secondly, consecutive flight of stairs must have the same rise and going. Followed by that, the minimum rise shall be 220 millimeters and minimum going shall be 220 millimeters as well. Number of rises cannot exceed 16 steps. The width of landing should not be less than the width of the stairway. And lastly, the pitch of the stair shall be a maximum of 42. The exit of the stairs wants to be leading onto or close to a door to ensure things are safe in the case of a fire. It also can lose its panache if they are badly lit, which is a common problem because they are typically centrally located and away from main windows. One popular way to combat this is with statically placed LED lighting. Second last, sides of the landing forming part of the stairway should be protected by suitable screening that is 900 mm high. And lastly, indoor ramp staircase, stairs will lean against the wall and there must be a sufficient spaces in between corners.
Today I'll be talking about the main component of the stairs. So the first component is the tread and riser. So each step is actually composed by a tread and a riser. So a tread is a horizontal surface of the step, and its depth of tread is measured from the outer edge to the vertical rise between the steps. So the tread is where people step on to go up the stairs. So for riser, the width measured from one side to another, and it is an element in a set of stairs, forming the space between one step and the next. Okay, so for the next component, it's strings, open and closed strings. So you can see the difference here. This is closed and this is open. So the closed string usually the edges of the stairs are hidden. And then is enclosed tread and riser to support and its top edge project. So the second point is 50 or 63 mm above line of noising of the tread. For the open string, it cuts the profile to support it, to support the tread and riser, and it affects the appearance of the stairs. So the appearance are usually improved by using open strings. It does not enclose the tread and riser, unlike the closed strings, it encloses it. And now, today, open strings are growing in popularity both in commercial settings and resident settings. Okay, thank you.
Okay, next I'll be talking about landings. A landing is a platform that separates two flights of stairs. Balustrade consists of supporting members, including balusters and handrails of staircase. So there are two types of balustrade, open balustrade and closed balustrade. For the open balustrade, it has vertical balusters placed at certain intervals to support the handrails, which is mounted on top of the balusters. The space between the balusters are open and hence is called the open balustrade. For the closed balustrade, it is actually framed or unframed panels to support the handrails, which is mounted on top of it, and they form a tight enclosure to the side of the stairs. The top of the handrails is usually fixed 850 mm above the line of the nosing of the treads.
So next I'll be talking about barriers. Barriers are additional undercarriage support to the staircase that are placed under the treads of the stairs. So the barriers serve two purposes. One, it acts as a background to which plasterboard can be fixed to the sloping underside of the flight of stairs. And secondly, with the additional support it brings, it will hence strengthen the stairs and thus make it even more sturdy and durable. So next are the different types of staircase. For concrete staircase, it's made of concrete as the name suggests, and it's the staircase that is most commonly found, be it in schools, apartments, or swimming pools. So concrete is a universal material and so can be used for both interiors and exteriors. So the function is to provide access to different levels and floors like basement, upper floors in commercial and residential buildings, etc. So concrete stairs are constructed in situ, which means that they are built on site instead of precasted. So next are the main advantages of concrete stairs. So firstly, its strength and durability. Concrete stairs are very strong, meaning that they can withstand heavy loads. They're also extremely durable, meaning that they can withstand harsh weather conditions and last for decades. So next is that they have really good sound insulation. So and hence they transit movement vibrations very minimally compared to let's say wood or steel. Thus, one will not make much noise when going up and down the flights of stairs, minimizing noise pollution. So they also have really good fire resistance, which is ideal as they will not easily go up in flames, unlike, for example, timber stairs.
So next I'll be talking about the precast concrete staircase. The precast concrete staircase is casted in the factory and is installed on site. This type of staircase has better quality control of the finished product. It saves inside space since the formwork, storage and fabrication space is no longer necessary. The speed of the construction is also faster and installation is simpler. However, it is only used economically. Mass reproduction is required and the precasting must be accurately done. Next, I'll be talking about composite staircase. So this type of staircases are constructed with combination of at least two different materials. They are usually comprises of supporting strings and or bearings made of concrete or steel. The treads and or risers constructed of a different material from that of the supporting members. So a few example is steel support with concrete or timber treads. Other types of staircases include steel staircase and stone staircase.
There are two types of concrete staircase, in situ and precast staircase. Firstly, for in situ concrete staircase, in situ means that it is built on site. It is an ideal solution with refurbishing property as it can be installed at any stage of a build. The advantages of it is that it is strong, which suits high-rise buildings and has good fire resistance. It is also durable and maintenance-free, which means that no care is needed for the stairs. It also provides good sound insulation. The disadvantages of it is that it is expensive. Because of the wet process, it is also slow in erection. Proper planning is required as each stairs is tailor-made. Next, for the precast concrete staircase, it is one of the best options to eliminate the trouble of adjusting the number of steps, rise, run, and width of each stair flight, and therefore no need of proper planning. It provides a safe, solid, and instant vertical access during construction, and a safe base for attractive finishes in the complete construction. The advantages of it is that it has better control quality of the finished product. Smaller site space is used as formwork storage and fabrication in space is no longer necessary. As the stairs are readily available, it saves construction time and installation of the stairs is simple. The disadvantages of it is that precasting and site setup must be done accurately. Mass production of the staircase is also required for it to be economical. Thank you.